to get a boy the second time.
Oh, yeah?
In Kim, yeah. I don't know. I'm obviously going to look into it extensively before even trying to go in that direction, but that's the plan. Hopefully it's real.
Wouldn't you think in some way, now I'm not really too much of a spiritual, well, I wouldn't say I'm spiritual, but I don't believe in, how do I phrase this? Would you worry that you would anger the gods by trying to fuck with DNA?
That's so funny. That's a great question. So I actually thought that, because obviously I'm a religious guy. I thought that my theory has always been God is going to give me a son when I am mature enough to raise a man, to teach a man how to be a man. So that was always my thing, and I felt like God was waiting for me to get married before giving me and my fiance this boy.
That's deep.
And yeah, that was my whole theory. I was just like, when I'm mature enough, and and when we're married, God feels like we're in this good place, He's gonna give us a boy. And then I'm thinking, but if we have another girl, that trial and error is so expensive. That's 18 more years of raising another girl, So, because me and my wife already have 3. I call her my wife, my fiance. She's pretty much my wife. We've been together forever. So I'm like, I don't want to risk.
But you think about it in terms of a financial risk?
I mean, I can afford to have 1,000 kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you doing? But that is something that
just,
gets ingrained in your head. People always say that. Oh, the cost of raising kids.
Right.
And you start thinking about, man, the cost of raising kids.
It's more the time.
Yes.
That time that you got to put in. Like, you're raising another little girl, and it's all trial and error. So I'm thinking, let's just put a little science in there. And
wow.
I feel like God gives people the intelligence to come up with these ideas and these different, surgeries or whatever to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like, God gives someone the idea to be able to do this. So maybe He's okay with you choosing boy or girl.
Well, they didn't have the foresight when they were writing the Bible to take out genetic diversity testing or whatever the fuck they're doing. What would they be doing? Like some sort of DNA chromosomal jazz. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
I don't know what the process is, but yeah. Well, people, I mean, wouldn't you say personally that like people who are religious, almost all of them sort of pick and choose what they decide to agree with and not agree with?
I agree.
mean, you're a religious person, but you have a tattoo.
Right.
You have a religious tattoo, which is double ironic. Because it
funny.
says in the Bible not to get tattooed.
Right, not to mess with the temple. Right.
But then you got to
pick and choose, right? What you want to listen to. Yeah. It's not the way it's supposed to go either, but, we're imperfect, and He knows that.
Do you think, when you were talking about, like, wanting to wait until, or that God would give you this opportunity when you were more mature, when you were mature enough to raise a man, do you think about that? Like, man, why do I have to wait? Like, why am I not mature enough right now? Like, if I can internalize that, and if I can understand that, like, what is the difference between me in the future when I am mature enough to have a man and me right now? Like, why have I not learned enough lessons? Why have I not balanced myself out enough?
I feel like I'm learning lessons every year, every month, every day. I feel like I'm growing as a person and as a man, but I know about some demons that I still struggle with, and I feel as if when I'm over those, I'll feel ready to be able to raise a man and teach a man how to be a proper man.
But you don't feel like you're over those yet.
No,
you're in the middle of it. You're in the struggle.
Yeah, definitely, kind of still in the struggle of some things, but I've definitely got over a lot of things that I used to struggle with, which I'm excited about. But life is it's a work in progress.